Well, howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome to SWOSU Esports. Oh my goodness. I made the lovely mistake of being the solo caster and grabbing a lollipop. Or like a bubble blow pop or whatever. Because now I actually just can't eat this with this mic on. I have to move the mic so far away. So I'm just holding it in my hand and I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to throw it away. It's like... It's still good. Maybe I'll just hold it. I don't really have to be super interactive. But yeah, welcome back, everybody, to SWOSU Esports. Tonight we've got some Rocket League. This will be the last stream from us specifically this week. We have SWOSU Blue versus Tulsa. That's a place I actually know because I might be moving to Tulsa in the, I don't want to say the near future, but the future. I might be moving to Tulsa with one of my friends because that's where most of my friends live. But yeah, we have to win. I won't accept a loss to Tulsa. Me personally. Only because I actually know where that place is. A lot of these schools, like I don't know anybody from it. I don't live there, but I've been to Tulsa. I know it. I actually have a friend who went to TU, and yeah, they're doing pretty well so far. So it's a good school if it's TU. I'm assuming it's TU, so they're a nice school, but I'm not quite sure how their esports teams are. So we're about to find out the Rocket League team. But, as I said before, this will be the last stream from us this week. We have League tomorrow, but that'll be on Rec's stream, so everybody go say hi to Rec. And go support them, because Rocket League, as far as I know, this is week 4. I don't know the first week's score, but I believe they're 2-1 right now, outside of the first week. I'm not, as I said, I'm not 100% sure what the first week's score was. But other than that, out of the 3 games, we're 2-1. But our League team is actually 2-0 right now, which is pretty good. Been having a rough start to the season for a lot of the teams, but we know they can bounce back. Rivals had a crazy game last night. Went to pretty much 11 p.m. Five maps, as long as it could go, and then Zane made a crazy hero play that won us the series. So Rocket League has a win, or not Rocket League, Rivals has a win on the board. You love to see it. And apparently the Overwatch team has been smashing their opponents, but the one match that I commentate, of course, they get 3-0'd. So... just my luck, but let's get into the first out of these games. And we're going to this field. Spectate. Auto cam. You know the drill. Now I wonder if I can, like, eat this without the mic picking it up. Hold on. Okay. It's, like, really awkward. I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold it. Yeah, just waiting on Tulsa to join the game, I believe. And now we wait. I've had a good day. I've had a pretty good day so far. It's nice outside. It's like shorts weather. I didn't wear shorts because I didn't realize it was that nice outside, but I do have a tank top on. It's interesting to be able to wear that in the middle of February, but that's Oklahoma weather for you. Kind of a whole lot of randomness, and the arena was actually locked when I got here. At least from the outside, so I had to go through the wellness and sign in and everything, and they're cracking down on something, because you have to, like, scan your card and then sign in, like, this timesheet, where beforehand you just had to scan your card and it was good. So I don't know what the difference was or why the change got made, but it was fine. I thought if there was an update, this might have been late, but it looks like the game will be starting late anyway. Just kind of waiting for Tulsa to join. There's a little girl learning how to rock climb in the wellness when I came in, so that was kind of cool. I think I went rock climbing when I was a kid, like at the Y, and it scared me. I'm not like petrified of heights, I just don't like them. I used to get, well, maybe I am scared of heights, I don't know. I used to get scared as a kid, like looking up in Walmart and thinking like, what if I was like dangling from the top of one of those things from Walmart? Because those stores are tall. There they come. There they are. So we've got Drippy WY, Winter, Squinkle, and Angels 1. Squinkle. I like Squinkle. Squinkle's good. Good name. And then on the side of SWOSU, we've got Applebee's Bandit. We've got Drew, and we've got Clicks. Everybody knows him. You love to see it. There's a 6-7 card in this? Thomas has to be just upset that he's not here helping me cast. And I want to point something out real quick. as this first game gets underway. Okay, well, I don't have a cursor, so I can't actually point it out. But at the top of your screen, there's not a score thing. And, yeah, I was talking about this on last stream, and the last time that I did this, the score thing is very buggy. So I guess we don't have one for this map, which is fine. It's probably not going to work anyway, even if we did. Let's get into some gameplay. I kind of wish I could get rid of this auto cam thing at the bottom, but nevertheless, I guess if I wanted to, like, specifically swap to different people, I could, but I like the auto cam. It gives you a bigger shot of everything. Get the full picture, you know? And Drew trying to find something there. Not quite going to hit the mark. These are best of 7, so first to 4. You know the rules. I've actually been looking, nice block. I've been looking for a new game to play, like a solo game, and I keep like defaulting back to modded Minecraft. And I went back on my my Greg Tech world, and it was just a mess. I didn't know what anything was. This is just a bunch of chemicals, and I don't remember how well they're organized. So I don't know. But Applebee's Bandit finding that defense. Once again, SWOSU really haven't had the most offensive side so far, and the defenders are going to leave the goal wide open, and that's going to be Winter scoring first for the side of Tulsa. So getting one on the board, I actually need a pen. I wrote this down in the book. Three on the clock. Let's get it going. I was gonna watch like a professional Rocket League video because a finals of some sort just happened recently, but I saved it to watch later and then never watched it because I was really busy yesterday, and then today has kind of been like, I don't know, I don't feel the best, like at all. Okay, Drippy's just gonna score. Nobody really even tried contesting that. That's unfortunate. I want to look at this again. I guess they tried contesting it. Applebee's Bandit might have been out of his booster. He might have just gotten taken out by the other guy from Tulsa. So you never know. But Tulsa, after a pretty demanding start so far, 2-0 in just under 2 minutes. Drew actually having a decent setup off the rip, but can't find anything. Gonna pass it to Clicks. Just unfortunate, just a little bit off. And actually, that is a team score. Who did that? Who do I get to call out here? Drew. Evil. So Tulsa are going to get up to 3 over SWOSU here. 3-0 off this first game. And kind of looking rough right now. I'm not going to lie. I guess they're 2-0. And I guess SWOSU have technically scored once. Does it count? It doesn't count. That would have been funny. We had a kid when I used to play soccer, like elementary school, like, I don't know, like 2nd grade, and there we go. All right, Applebee's Bandit trying to even out the score, gonna add 1 to SWOSU's tally. Still down by 2, but it's a great start. But yeah, as I was like a little kid in elementary school, I used to play a lot of sports. Football was pretty much the only one I didn't play, but I played a lot of soccer. I was never great at it, but I was a goalie. And I was a bigger kid. I wasn't gonna dive for a ball, bro. I couldn't run that far. Like, I don't know, I was just in sports to say that I was in sports, I guess. But there was a kid that I famously remember for throwing, like, a temper tantrum when we were losing, and he just scored a goal in our own goal because of it. I don't know why. And Winter's just going to elusive maneuver onto SWOSU and going to get up to a 4th for Tulsa. This is a bashing for a first game, I can't lie. I will say, it's action-packed. I would rather, if we're going to lose, I'd rather we lose with, like, 10 goals made than, like, 0-1, you know? Like, I want some action. I don't want us to lose, though. So, I need SWOSU to lock this one in. A grudge match. Clicks. Finding an opening, but Winter's going to block it. All 3 defenders at the field. At the goal, not the field. Well, I guess they're at the field. Actually, that's what it is. You know what it is? It's because they didn't pick a cool, like, stadium thing. This one's, like, kind of the basic one. But there we go. Applebee's Bandit going to find another one. Putting SWOSU on the map right now. I mean, trying to drag us to this victory, or at least a tie for now. Gonna find himself the second point for SWOSU in this game 1. I have to very slowly whittle away at this lollipop. Wouldn't it be the opposite? You'd want to lose because it shows you're doing good and keeping it close. If you're getting blown out, it means you're making too many mistakes. Yeah, I mean, like, if there was a game where we lost by, like, let's say 2, rather than it being like 2-0, I'd rather it be like 8-6. I don't mean like 10-1 or anything. I mean, like, if we're gonna lose by an amount, then I think that it would be more fun to, I guess, spectate if we both got a lot and they just ended up beating us by a few after a lot. But yeah, 1 minute remaining. So also gonna have to figure something out here. See what they can get done. High scoring games versus no scoring game throughout. Yeah, I mean I'd rather it be a high scoring game. I don't know, but angle not quite found by Drippy. I love the names. They're so good. So if you're commentating like actual soccer or like a real sport, quote unquote, I don't know. You just use like people's normal names. I like the gamer tags, like all the nicknames, because some of them are really funny, some of them are stupid, some of them are interesting. We've got Applebee's Bandit. I don't know what the backstory is for there, but Drew gonna try to get something going here in the last couple of seconds, and it looks like game 1 will be going to the side of Tulsa. And that will be it. So the ball hits the ground. Tulsa take the first game. What was it, 4-2? Yeah, 4-2. SWOSU needing to figure something out here. Gather that strategy and use it in the next game. Maybe we see Kobe say something in chat. You never know. I'm going to look this up, actually. What is this Season 21 tournament winner? What tournament is that? Season 21 tournament winner. No, I don't want the... I don't want the Counter-Strike thing. Not quite what I was looking for. I don't know. Google's not being, let's see, Rocket League meeting. I mean, yeah, it's obviously like somebody's winning, someone won a tournament. But I want to know like what they classify as a tournament, whether it's like a league, like a tournament through a league like NECC, or if it's just like its own thing. I would imagine it wouldn't be through like a third-party thing, but who knows? Whatever tournament rank they're in. Is that different from normal rank? I don't know. I should probably put an amount of time into this game, to be honest. Unfortunately, haven't. Drew just a little bit too shallow in the goal there to stop that one. So Angel, once again, going to get Tulsa up there. Going to get him their first point in this game, too. Yeah, Drew just not quite there to help with the defense. Had he been a little bit farther forward, it would have been nice. But nevertheless, we go again. Only about 30 seconds taken off the clock so far. Plenty of time for a comeback. And there we go. All right, well, my grandmother texted me, and I looked down, and I came back, and Drew had scored. All right, so redeeming himself a little bit from the self-score. Redeeming himself a little bit, but we're so back. Tied up game, 4:11 on the clock. See what they can get done. Drew with the defense. The ball is just shuffling control back and forth. Now SWOSU on the offensive, potentially looking to do something. But Drew's coming back to play some defense. Click's already there with him. And yeah, we're going to get that out of there. No straight scoring goals for you guys. Now Click's set up, trying to get something done, but it will be blocked by Winter. And it is TU. Okay, I was right. It is TU. I don't know what else it would have been, but... Not quite sure. Angel gonna give it a shot. Gonna bounce off the side of the goal. Nothing there. Oh, but that's gonna do it though. Drippy with the score for Tulsa. Now Drew knocking it off to the side to stop the straight goal, but there was somebody there. So Tulsa regained the lead in this game too. For the time being. For the time being. Yeah, just the neutral back and forth, as most Rocket League games seem to go. And I actually found out that not scoring like at all, the 0-1 games are pretty common. I actually wonder what the highest scoring game is, like an actual game and not really a custom game. I shall look it up. Highest scoring Rocket League game. I can't spell. I actually can't spell. Highest score Rocket League game. 150 goals. 141 to 2v2, 144 to 3v3. All right. That's crazy. That is, actually, how does it even happen? I don't know how that happens. You'd have to score that many before overtime, and I don't understand how that would work. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I don't think it's over a series anyway. And maybe the rules are a little bit different when it's outside of league games, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not gonna act like I know, but nice save from Applebee's Bandit. Ball found its way around Clicks, but his teammates there to help. And for those wondering, this is a blue raspberry push pop. The best flavor. And Clicks is actually going to find it. All right, well, there we go. Score tied back up. It's a nice angle to find. Angel trying to do something about it, but actually the double bounce will give him the score. So now a 2-2 scoreline, a minute 12 left on the clock. More than likely the next person to score will win, but that's unfortunate. Winter just finding the opening right off the bat. Going to reclaim the lead for Tulsa. Yeah, Applebee's Bandit tried to skew it off to the right, but unfortunately Winter got it out of his hands. SWOSU playing once again to deficit, but a minute left to get something done here. Have to play a little bit of defense right now, though. Ball gets past Applebee's Bandit, and Drew tries to find something, but it's not quite going to hit the mark. I just kicked the desk once again on accident. That hurt. I swear one of these days I'm going to accidentally put a hole in it. Not actually, but that would be unfortunate. It's probably closer to putting a hole in me, to be honest. But 30 seconds left on this second game. SWOSU going to have to find something right here. 20 seconds remaining to find one more goal to at least take us to overtime. Got to be careful, though. Angels hunting and prowling. Couldn't quite find the score. And now Applebee's Bandit with an opportunity, but Drippy's just going to play defense. And now it gets really, really dicey in this game, too. Got to keep the ball above the ground and have to score off of it to keep this game in motion for SWOSU. And that's gonna do it. That's gonna be a 2-0 start out of Tulsa. Gonna win that second game 3-2 over SWOSU. The boys need to lock in just a little bit. I know they've got it, though. You know what it is? It's because Thomas is near with me. This guy has a 6'7" tag, and that would have been the good luck. All I'm saying. Let's see what they've got in store for game number 3. It's really annoying when I look something up, and the first thing that pops up is an AI overview. I don't care. I don't care. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Aha. Let me do my research real quick. One goal every 2 seconds. That's crazy. I don't know how that works. I guess you'd have to go against somebody who just doesn't move. Or moves perfectly so you can score off the rip every single time. I don't know if it was in a custom game or not. I would imagine it's in a custom game because it has to be like perfect gameplay. If it wasn't. And imagine it not being a custom and the guy you did it on. Imagine like getting through your 9 to 5. You work to keep your family fed. You work for all of that. And you come home and a guy scores 150 on you. Like, do you just give up Rocket League at that point? Is that it? Well, it's not going to be it for Angel. Going to score once again, giving Tulsa an early lead. It's kind of been how the series has been so far, so SWOSU need to really lock it in here. I really wish they'd fix the scoring thing. I wonder if that's like a common issue or if that's just on like our end. What would it even be called? Rocket League score count issues? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to look up for that. It's gone though, so it's in our hearts, it's in our heads. If anybody wonders what the score is, I could tell you. But I don't necessarily have a way to show it on screen. I guess I could just type it in the chat every single time it happens, but I don't know. I don't feel like flooding the chat right now. Plus, there's no delay. Like, if it was a 3-minute delay, then maybe I would. But Rocket League doesn't need any delay, which is nice. I honestly don't like streaming with delay very much. Applebee's banned it with a nice save. Quick reaction on that guy. Yeah, streaming with a delay is kind of weird. Oh! Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll take that. SWOSU even it up. That was almost a team score. We almost had a 2-in-1 series. That would have been really funny. But SWOSU evening it out. That's a hard word to say quickly. Evening it out. And Applebee's Bandit actually looks like he wants to just take it all the way immediately, but will get blocked in the end. Now all 3 here from SWOSU. And good on clicks to go back and stop that. Could have been pretty rough if that had gone all the way. So I wonder if it's like a... Oh, wow. Nice angle from Winter. I mean, it's going to give Tulsa another lead again. 2-1. Just under half of the time. That was a pretty nice angle, the turnaround to make it go straight instead of off to the right. I don't know how hard that is necessarily to do, but it looked cool. So SWOSU playing from a deficit once again. One thing I've noticed about SWOSU is that they kind of ease into series. They might lose the first or the second game, but usually they have like a warm-up period, like a like a turbine. Turbine doesn't start at 100% efficiency. It has to warm up to it. And Click's actually trying to warm up, get hot, but he can't quite find it. Now half the time diminished from this third game, actually. These games are going by quickly. I don't know why. I'm also just like kind of like I don't feel good. Don't get me wrong. I do not feel great. But I'm kind of energized for the time being. I say that and immediately yawn. I guess don't listen to me. Yeah, all three defenders from Tulsa here. Drew maybe trying to take one out to find an opening, but isn't quite going to happen. So Click? Wow, I can't talk. Drew going to have to save that. There we go. It's going to say Clicks keeping us in track. Keeping the ball out of the goal, playing a little defender action. Oh, that's a nice angle from Angels, though. It's going to be another score on the board for Tulsa, increasing the lead to 3-1. I'll watch this again. It wasn't that crazy. It just went over his head a little bit. The verticality differential. But 1:34 on the clock. A 2-point deficit for SWOSU. Got a decent amount of time to even this one up, take us to an overtime, and then win in the overtime. As the script called, right? I don't know who's writing the script for these, but you gotta lock in, bro. That is an impeccable save, I can't lie. From the side of Tulsa. So SWOSU just a little over a minute to get something done here. Gotta find some aggression. There's a word I'm looking for. It's gone though, but that's just kind of rough. Winter finding another one from the side of Tulsa, increasing the lead to 4-1. Maybe I jinxed us by saying I'd rather see a lot of scoring than not a lot of scoring, because this is not quite the type of scoring I was asking for. See, now I need SWOSU to score up to 4, and then that's what I'm asking for. Oh, that was quick. That was really quick. Applebee's Bandit tried to find something, and it's just an all-out brawl right here in front of the goal. And now the defenders for SWOSU not quite there, and that's going to be another score from the side of Tulsa, 5-1 in this game 3. SWOSU just looking a little bit lost. Literally nobody in the arena right now. I think it's so funny. The other night we had a couple of people here, and it's so sick to cast like a live audience. Like, I know that I'm on a stream and everything, but when you have people in the physical arena, it's so sick. I get to see their reactions. I get to, like, I don't know, play off of their reactions and stuff. It's great. But I'm just imagining like this game specifically, us just getting absolutely slammed, and someone in the arena just like, ah. Ah. But 20 seconds left. Click's trying to get something going. Angel's going to block that. And I think this game, we just chalk it up till we go next. Oh, well, Applebee's Bandit wants to leave his footprint in the end of this game. I genuinely don't think 3 goals in 7 seconds is possible. I mean, okay. It's technically possible because that guy scored a goal every 2 seconds, so maybe it is possible. It's improbable. That's what I'm saying. That's just going to be kind of unfortunate. So this is going to be another game going the way of Tulsa, unfortunately. How many times can I say that in a sentence? The ball's still up. Can't call it yet. Yeah, and that's going to do it. So Tulsa winning the 3rd game in a pretty convincing fashion, I can't lie. 5-2. Goodness. So we go on to a game 4. So we need a reverse sweep to win the series. We need an absolute reverse sweep. So let's see what the boys have got cooking. All right. We find ourselves in game 4. I click the spectate button. I click the 0 button. And we're back. I was just waiting for like the scoring thing to pop up at the top. Every game I keep looking up there to see if it's going to be there, and it just isn't. Maybe it's not coming back. I also wonder if it's based off of the person that sets up the lobby. Because I don't know if we set up the lobby this time or if they set up the lobby. I'm assuming we set up the lobby since we were in there first. But I don't know. Maybe we just suck at setting the settings right. I don't know. Or maybe it just resets after every game. I probably spent more time talking about that than the technical stuff happening in Rocket League. I guess it is technically a part of Rocket League, so it fits. Especially when it's just a bunch of neutral going on. But there we go. Click's going to find the angle. Both the defenders thought he might be going a little bit higher, but actually just sends it straight on the grass. And there he goes. Beautiful work out of Click. So SWOSU, see, I'm telling you, it takes them a second. They get the first score, and for the first time in all of these games so far, they get the earliest lead. You love to see it. You love to see them start heating up. Clicks tried. Couldn't quite find the conversion. There he is again, though, and this time he will find the conversion. Clicks with a hot start in this one. He's got the hot, I don't know, I was going to say the hot hand. I guess the hot wheels. But 2-0 start for SWOSU in this game 4. Pretty good, pretty good. Some high-octane gameplay. Ha ha, funny car reference. It's cold in the arena. It's chilly. I guess I'm wearing a tank top, but I don't know. I should have brought a hoodie or something. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Whole bunch of neutral going on, though. As does the game. As the game goes, as the game does. The ball on the right side of the field for now. SWOSU just sending it and sending it, trying to get something done. Winter maybe trying to set something up, but Drew's not going to be having any of that. Going to pass the ball back out to Angels for another setup, but goes straight to Clicks. Unfortunately, not your teammate. So Applebee's Bandit going to hit it back out and actually almost finds the angle, but goes a little bit high. Trying another thing once again, but Drew's going to defend it. So half the time gone now in this game 4. SWOSU with the lead still. Looking pretty good. As I said, they have to perform a full reverse sweep pretty much. I guess if they were down in this game, it'd be a full reverse sweep. But reverse sweep in the form of games at least. I believe in them. I swear they have a startup time. And that's going to be a conversion. So Winter finding a score on the board for Tulsa. Lessening the lead by 1-1. Yeah, Clicks could not quite get there in time. I like the dual dragon things. I cannot lie. You know what they should add? If you press tab, you can see all the names in their cars. That'd be sick. I like looking at the different cars. I used to be kind of into cars. I couldn't tell you what half the stuff does, but I was into, I don't know, the idea of like, I was into like street races and stuff. And once again, like if I opened up the hood of a car, I couldn't tell you what's happening. But I watched a lot of stuff. I got real big into the JDM scene a little before everybody else did. But then it became like a super popular thing, and the price of JDM cars skyrocketed. So, not that I was really in the position to get one, to be fair, but it became a real popular thing. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. I like right-hand drive cars a lot. I want an S13 Sylvia. That is what I require at some point in my life. And they're not that expensive. It's just kind of hard to find parts for them in like America, because you'd probably have to import one from Japan. Import tax is like 10K, so that's on top of buying the car, which is probably like 15K. It's probably more now, because I looked at them in high school and it was like 15 to 20K for an S13 plus import tax, but now it's probably like, I don't know, it might be more. I mean, they kind of look like normal cars, but they're not normal cars. They're awesome cars. And everybody should take my opinion as fact, because I definitely know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 10 seconds-ish on this game, and SWOSU keeping this lead, looking pretty good right now. Should gather ourselves in front of a game 5. Unless something crazy happens, but I don't think it's going to be doing that. So SWOSU getting a game on the board here. Finally, it took them a second. They're going to win it out 2-1. So we do go to a game 5. What are they chanting? Is that "We want more"? We want more. I don't know. No idea. Oh. Oh. Well. Well. We're getting to a game number 5 with 5 minutes on the clock. And SWOSU we're going to win 5-0. Yeah, I think that's what the script says. Yep. And if it doesn't happen, then whoever wrote this script is a fraud. Let's see. The double defense, Drew slamming the ball on the ground, not allowing Tulsa that free early point. And nice defense from Clicks. Kind of finding out about this early aggression that Tulsa like to do. Surviving the storm a little bit. Applebee's Bandit actually going to unfortunately pass it straight to Angel. And that's going to be... It said it was a pass from Winter, but Winter kind of blew up, and then the ball got tapped by our guy. Anyway, Tulsa up 1-0, semi-early into this game, but 1 point does not matter. SWOSU can get that easily. Let's keep it at 1 point, shall we? Actually, let's keep it at 0 points. Let's get rid of this 1 point lead. Surely not, thank you. Worried me for a second, but only a second. No more, no less. Ooh. Oh, that was well played by them. They took out the one defender that was going to be an issue. I'm going to watch this. So Winter takes out Drew. Doesn't tap the bomb. The ball. God, I'm playing too much CS. Allows Angel to score. So that's going to be a 2-0 lead from Tulsa in this game 5. So also we got to start picking up the pace here. Nice open shot for Applebee's Bandit, but goes a little bit wide. Drippy going to be able to defend that. I think they should have a game mode where there's no ceiling. You can just go as high as you want. Or maybe, like, make the ceiling way higher. I mean, I understand these, like, cars, but imagine, like, a full-length soccer field, like, to scale. Like, 3 times as big as this. That'd be funny. Gotta do a marathon sprint just to score a point. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It's only 8 p.m. 8:11, actually. The funny thing is, something like super technical could happen, and I would have no idea. Like, they could pull off the craziest stunt, the triple upside down bounce into a McFlurry, I don't know. Something crazy like that. I'd be like, oh yeah, SWOSU scored a goal. No idea what I just watched. It was like the other day I was watching a CS finals and ZywOo hit probably the most unbelievable spray transfer I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen quite a few. And he did it like close to match point, and it was crazy. It was a 1v2, a 180-degree spray transfer. And I was thinking, like, to the casual fans who just tuned in for like a game, do they realize how insane that is? Like, that has like never really been done before, and that's going to be another score from Winter. SWOSU just unable to find their bearings. They're falling quite behind in this game 5. I mean, a great attempt from Applebee's Bandit to attempt to block that, but not quite meeting the mark. So, minute 40 left on the clock. SWOSU needing to get at least 3 points to make it into an overtime affair. And then 1 more point, then we go to a game 6. Now, the 5-0 that the script said was on SWOSU's side, so whoever wrote this script, we need to have a chat. It's not looking like a 5-0. Oh, Winter scored again. It might be a 5-0 for Tulsa at this rate. Maybe the script is backwards. I don't know. Yeah, SWOSU just kind of getting mangled this game. It's really unfortunate. And unfortunately, it's not something you can just blow off because it's last game in the series potentially. So needing to find 4 goals in a minute 15, and Click's actually having a pretty open goal, and he's going to get helped by the enemy. So that's a score on the board. That's something. No, I'm glad we're alive in this game 5. We just need 3 more of those. Yeah, Winter tapping it in. Everybody say thank you, Winter. Thank you, Winter. Now, this Winter guy's been nasty. I can't lie. He's been doing real well. But that's 2 defenders gone. It's a pretty open thing, but Drew not able to find the angle. Gets a pass, and Clicks can't find it either. A little too contested. Now the ball from the other side. Tulsa grabbing control of it. Winter trying to set something up with himself, but actually going to pass it off to someone that doesn't exist. Can't quite find the angle. 40 seconds left. Passing it over to Drew, but it's going to be a little bit too high. They can't quite find the goal, and now they're going to have to defend this. Applebee's Bandit there. We'll get the defense for the start. Drippy trying to find something. Winter going to try for the angle, and Angel as well, but it's not going to click. SWOSU giving it another chance at life here, but 20 seconds. Going to have to find a lot of goals very, very quickly. And it doesn't seem like they're going to let them off easily. So Drew getting the ball, 10 seconds left. I don't necessarily understand why there's the thought of an overtime, but that's going to be another score from the side of Tulsa. And that's going to bring the score to a 5-1 with 5 seconds left. Surely we can score 4 goals in 5 seconds, right? That's a possibility. I don't think it is, and everybody's going to blow up at the start. And the second that ball touches the ground, that will be it. That's going to be the GG. Tulsa kind of just side-swiping SWOSU. That last game was rough. So Tulsa taking the series 4-1. And that's going to be it. That'll be it from us tonight. Sorry, that was a kind of a quick game. It was pretty unfortunate, but that'll be it for me this week. I should be here next Monday for some Overwatch, but other than that, everybody have a great week. Have a great night. Good luck on your home.